Hey guys, Big Red 310 back again. I made the comeback vid first, so I'm gonna do this now. Okay, I've been a purchaser of WWE Video Games for a long time, and I've been pissed off and happy. Okay, the first one I ever got, well, let me do it in chronological order, because the first one I ever got was Here Comes the Pain, but that wasn't like, that's not the first one that came out. They had Smackdown, and they had Smackdown Know Your Role, but I didn't get either of those. For the Xbox, for the regular Xbox, I got WWE Raw. I barely remember the game. It was a long, long time ago, like 2002. It was a long-ass time ago when I got that game. It was kind of weird, like the groggy thing, like, and it's new games, in the new games, like, you kick them to make them groggy, but for them, like, when they're groggy, they're frozen, like this, and that's when you do your finisher, and I'm like, what? The game was fun. It was fun. Until, I don't know what happened. All I remember was during the hardcore matches, I had a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Playing Raven and Funaki. I don't know why I had an addiction to those guys. But it was fun. And I had a good time playing that game. I can't remember what the heck happened to it. And I know they came out with a Raw 2, which I never bought. But, because I was really addicted to my Gamecube. But, yeah, Raw 1, I don't know if it's still on sale. I'd get it, I guess. I mean, the groggy thing was kind of weird, because it's kind of weird to have someone be frozen, like, on the screen, and then I do my special on them, because, that's not realistic. But the game was made in 2001, I think, so give it some slack. Then we go to the Gamecube with my favorite wrestling game. Maybe because it's my first. This game got me into wrestling. If it wasn't for this game, I probably wouldn't have gotten into wrestling as much as I am now. And that is Wrestlemania X8 for the Gamecube. This was a very good game. We played it all the time in my house. We unlocked all the characters, all the stadiums. We found out how to use every single moveset. The games were fun. Obviously, I might prefer these a little better, because for the cage matches and the stipulation matches, it was really kind of difficult for a game like Wrestlemania X8. But I still had a good time playing the game. It was a little too generic with the cage matches, but I didn't care. It was fun in the Hell in a Cell. I mean, they do it better now, but back it was still cool because we didn't know how to do that. We were on the top of the cell just wrestling with our characters, and I think I was Devon Dudley, and my brother was Christian. And Devon had his powerbomb, where he picks him up for a powerbomb, and it's a pinning combination. And he did that, and the cell broke, and we went crazy, because we didn't know that could happen. And Christian pinned Devon, which is a weird thing. Devon powerbombs Christian through the cell, and then Christian covers Devon for the win. Royal Rumble, I'll admit, wasn't as fun, because, you only had 4 players, whereas now you have, 6, plus it wasn't as realistic, and it was a lot harder. But the game was so much fun. It is, to this day, my favorite wrestling video game that I've ever played. Maybe because I was addicted to it, maybe because we played for such a long time, and whenever the game broke, we just bought a new one. Well, we only did it once. The game broke, we bought a new one. The Gamecube broke, we went to Best Buy, we got it fixed right away. We were addicted. We played that game all the time, because it was fun. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And I had a great time playing the game. Okay, then after that, I got Wrestlemania 19, which wasn't as good. I still had 18. We still played 18 all the time. That's how addicted we were. But we did play 19 a little. And I didn't like it that much. I didn't like the whole thing where you had to beat up the security guards. This one wasn't as long ago. I think I actually played this in 2005, 2006. I know that's not when the game came out, but I think I might have actually played a little bit of it then. It wasn't as good. I don't know. I just wasn't as... the groggy thing was a little easier. I had fun playing with the King of the Ring. I think they had King of the Ring. I had fun. I used Christopher Nowinski. I don't know why. But, their whole thing of trying to stop Vince McMahon with Stephanie, I just never got into it. And beating up the security guards, I don't want to fight security guards. I want to fight wrestlers. Why are you making me fight security guards? Doesn't that kind of ruin the whole freaking point? So, WrestleMania 19 was kind of a blur. Then I got Day of Reckoning for the Gamecube, which was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. That might have... No, I don't think that was better than WrestleMania X8. I liked about that was you got to create your own character for the story mode, and I remember in WrestleMania, you either beat Triple H for the WWE title or Undertaker for the world title, and this got me and a good friend of mine a lot closer because he had the game and we played it non-stop. He told me tips. It was really cool. I actually liked the storylines, how they went there. I remember one match, I had to hit Charlie Haas with a sledgehammer, but it was a title match, and I was the challenger, and I would get disqualified, I wouldn't win the title. So, like, I spent time because I didn't want to do it. And I remember I spent a 30-minute match with Charlie Haas, and I won, and then it said challenge failed. And that was kind of cool, knowing that the object, actually wasn't to win. You can't win. You had to do what the thing said. And I did, got disqualified, and then Booker T, who's part of my stable with The Undertaker and some other guy, beat Charlie Haas later that night because of the injured sledgehammer that Charlie Haas had suffered an injury from the sledgehammer shot. I was pissed, and I rebelled, and they kicked me out of the group. I chased Undertaker to Mania. I beat him for the title in a 30-minute Iron Man match. That is a very good storyline. I had a lot of fun playing Day of Reckoning 1. I did not get Day of Reckoning 2 because we kind of got rid of the GameCube. I don't really know what happened to it. I think we just all in all just didn't want to play it that much anymore. So then I went to the PS2, and I got Just Bring It. I actually played Just Bring It. I rented it. That game sucks. That game's horrible. There's very little to do. The storylines are like 3 months long. Don't get Just Bring It. I played it for a little while. I never liked it. I rented it at Blockbuster, and I kept it for like a week. And usually when I keep video games, I keep them for like 2 months when I rent them. After a week, I said, take it back. I don't want it. It's not a lot of fun. Maybe because I played Here Comes the Pain first. I don't know. Shut Your Mouth. I played Shut Your Mouth for a little while. That one's very, very, very good. Probably the best PS2 game, even though Here Comes the Pain is probably better for me because I played it more. But Shut Your Mouth is still very good. It's a very hard game. Like, after 4 months in a regular WWE game, you can automatically go to the main event. But in Shut Your Mouth, no. You barely got anywhere. It was a fun game to play. Long. That's why I only beat the storyline twice. And for all my WWE video games, I beat them like 4 or 5 times. I only beat the final game twice. That's how, rough it was. I played with Randy Orton, and I played with Bubba Ray Dudley. Yeah. Fun game. Here Comes the Pain, probably my favorite, just because it was the game we had by far the most fun with. I loved how you can go outside, and I'm pissed off that you can't do it in the new games. You go outside, I think, and we climbed a helicopter, and you jumped off the motherfucking helicopter, and you landed on someone. Damn, that was a good... We did that all the time. A bunch of friends who don't even like wrestling, they played that game with us 24/7 because they loved to jump off the helicopter. We loved using the Elimination Chamber. We loved using Hell in a Cell. Spot Fest galore. We just had an overall fun time with Here Comes the Pain. That's why I think it's better than Shut Your Mouth. I only played Shut Your Mouth for like a few months, I think 3 or 4 months. Shut Your Mouth I had for at least a year, and I had a lot... Shut Your Mouth for 3 or 4 months. Here Comes the Pain I had for at least a year. That's why I kind of might have had a little more fun with it. Then we switched over to the PSP and PS2. Yeah, for the PS3, for the PS2, I think, or the GameCube, we got Smackdown vs. Raw 2006. I played it for 1 day. I beat the storyline in 1 day, and I never played it again. But I got it for the PSP, and it was fun on the PSP. The game was good. I thought it was good. I don't think it's as good as everyone says, but I still think it was good. Then we got Wrestlemania 21 for the Xbox. Definitely in my top 5 games. That's a very good video game. We played that all the time. That was a lot of fun to play with, actually, because I think that was the first time they instituted the voiceovers, which is what I wanted. You had to create your own character, like in Day of Reckoning, but this time they actually had voiceovers. You didn't just you just didn't see the words. You could actually, the character spoke. And it was really cool. I loved the storylines a lot, a lot with the voiceover. Maybe because it was my first experience with it. Oh, 06 had it, but like I said, I had it for the PSP. For the PSP, I usually played it in school, and I couldn't keep the volume on. But yeah, so the voiceover for the WrestleMania 21, excellent. We had so much fun playing that game. And then the games never got so great. I actually liked 07 a lot. We loved using the Money in the Bank. We loved it. I think it was in 06, but we used it so much in 07. We would have, me and my brother and my friends would have like 60-minute Money in the Bank classic battles between 6 men. It was just a lot of fun. That's why I liked 07. General Manager mode, awesome. 08 came around, not so great. Definitely not as good as 07. Definitely not as good as WrestleMania 21. People think 07 sucked. I love General Manager mode. That's what a smart mark loves to do. And then 09 came out, a fucking piece of shit. I knew within the first fucking day, I wasted a lot of money. 1, they took out general manager mode. 2, I thought they promised tag team storyline. You can use one tag team, and that's Batista and Ray. They're not even a real fucking tag team. You couldn't use a diverse set of tag teams. That's what we wanted to do. We created our own tag team. We created our own finishers. And then we wanted to put them in story mode. We couldn't. We had to win this bogus bullshit tag titles that no one cares about. And the WrestleMania storylines were god-awful. I mean, Cena, Tony was fun because I gave Tony a bunch of moves, and I had him fight Batista in one of my favorite video game matches, but still, man, that whole John Cena storyline and MVP creating his own country, that's bullshit. The whole Undertaker thing, I think, with Santino and Finlay becoming zombies, that's bullshit. Honestly, it was horrible. It was atrociously bad. Don't get that game, and that's my rant on WWE Video Games, because WWE Video Games have declined in recent years with 09 and 08, because all they care about is the new high tech. They don't care about the amazing gameplay. My favorite video game for WWE was Wrestlemania X8 on the Gamecube, maybe Wrestlemania 21 on the Xbox, maybe Day of Reckoning, because they focused on the gameplay, not the fucking high tech. I don't give a shit about that stuff. I know the voiceover was cool, but I prefer a good fucking story, and bring back general manager mode. I'm Big Red 310, and I'm out. Peace.